What if I told you that the richest people in the world know something about money that the rest of us don't? Something they've kept hidden for decades while the rest of us work ourselves into the ground, hoping for a break. It's not just hard work or luck. It's a secret most people will never discover, and it's why the rich keep getting richer, while the rest of us are stuck in the same financial trap. You see, we're taught from an early age to go to school, get a job, and work for money. We're told that if we just work hard enough, we'll make it. But here's the truth. The richest people in the world, they don't work for money. Money works for them. They understand a simple rule that changes everything. If you're not informed, you'll be deformed. The gap between the 1% and the 99%, it's not just about money, it's about knowledge. The wealthy don't spend their time chasing paper money, they focus on value. They understand that money follows value, not the other way around. Look around you. Think of the people you know who are stuck in a cycle of working, getting paid, and still being broke at the end of the month. It's not because they're lazy or not working hard enough. It's because they don't know what the wealthy know. They're playing the wrong game. Let's get real for a moment. Imagine you're living paycheck to paycheck, feeling like no matter how hard you try, you can't get ahead. Rent, bills, groceries, everything seems to eat away at your paycheck before you can even think about saving or investing. Now imagine there's a group of people living just a few miles away who never have to think about these things. They don't wake up worrying about how they're going to pay the next bill or how to stretch their paycheck to cover rent. Why? Because they know that money isn't just about working harder, it's about creating value. They understand that money isn't the paper in your wallet or the number in your bank account. It's a tool, and tools only work if you know how to use them. Think about this. Back in the day, people survived with nothing but their energy and skill. If you had the energy to hunt or the skill to craft something, you could trade it. It was simple. Hard work and skill equaled value. But as time went on, things changed. People started chasing money, forgetting that money itself is just a reflection of the problems you solve. Let's take a real-world example. Have you ever wondered why tech giants like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates are worth billions? It's not because they're working 100 hours a week grinding away. It's because they created something valuable, solutions to problems that affect millions of people. Musk didn't start Tesla because he wanted to sell cars. He wanted to solve a problem, the world's dependence on fossil fuels. And by solving that problem, he created massive value, and money followed. You see, the wealthy don't ask, how can I make money? Instead, they ask, how can I solve a problem? What impact can I make that others will value? When you focus on creating value and making an impact, the money will come. But here's where things get even more interesting. We live in an era that's unlike anything we've ever seen before. The tech and information era has turned the entire concept of money upside down. Knowledge is more accessible than ever. We have more tools, more information, and more opportunities to create wealth than any generation before us. Yet, the gap between the rich and the rest keeps growing. Why? Because most people don't know how to use this information to their advantage. Let me give you a modern example. Think about how Uber revolutionized the transportation industry. Before Uber, if you needed a ride, you called a taxi. But Uber's founders saw an opportunity. How could they use technology to solve the problem of unreliable transportation? By leveraging technology, they created an entirely new system that solved a problem millions of people faced daily. Uber didn't create money, they created value. And because of that, money followed. Now let's talk about you. You're sitting there, maybe struggling to figure out how to get ahead financially. You might even be feeling stuck in your job, wondering how people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos manage to achieve what they have. The truth is, you have the same potential as them, but potential without knowledge is wasted. The rich know this, and they use every tool at their disposal to create value and increase their wealth. Here's the kicker. Most people still believe that paper currency is real money, but it's not. Paper currency is just a placeholder. It's a tool we use to represent value, but it's not valuable in itself. Think about it. What did people use before paper money? They bartered with skills, goods, and services. Money at its core is just an exchange of value. This is why the rich never worry about how much cash they have. They know that the true measure of wealth is not in the paper. It's in their ability to create value, solve problems, and make an impact. Think about Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. He didn't become wealthy by holding on to cash. He invested in companies that solved problems and created value. Here's the secret. Money is universal, but currencies are local. The value of your paper money changes depending on where you are, but the value you create, that's universal. And in the global economy, your ability to create value can be leveraged anywhere. Now, let's bring it back to where we are today. We're in the midst of the greatest opportunity in history, the tech and information era. If you can learn how to leverage technology, use information, and create value, you can unlock levels of wealth that previous generations could only dream about. But if you don't understand this shift, you'll be left behind. The truth is, if you don't learn how to navigate this new era, you'll keep working hard for someone else's dream while the wealthy keep getting richer. They know the game has changed, and it's time for you to learn the rules. In the next part, we're going to dive deep into how you can use this new era to your advantage. You'll learn how to position yourself, understand the true nature of money, and start creating value that will bring you wealth, not just in the form of paper, but in real, lasting impact. Stay tuned.